There's nothing much new about question 4. In fact, it's probably easier than the previous couple of questions. So I'll pause the video here, write the answers in, and then you can unpause it and record them. But I will go through question 5 and 6. Here are the answers to question 4. Question 5 gives us another vertical line chart, this time about the number of siblings that some students had. Okay, part A says, what was the modal number of siblings? Remember, my advice is just to replace that with most common. You'll make far less mistakes. It's the most common number of siblings. Well, now that it reads like that, you can see that one sibling was by far the most common, and that makes sense as well. What was the median number of siblings? So we need to find out how many people were asked here. Imagine them all being in order. Well, they all are in order. So this number of people said they had 0 siblings, only child basically. What number is that? Well, the scale is going up 4 for every 2 little increments. So this must be 2 more than 12. So this must be 14 people had 0 siblings. So I'll just record that. Sorry. Just put that there. 27 people had 1 sibling. 23 people had 2 siblings. 14 people had 3 siblings. 11 people had 4. And 3 people had 5. Okay, so need to find out how many people were asked there altogether. So I'm going to add those up. Calculator. Okay, let's just put it there actually. So 14 plus 27 plus 23 plus 14 plus 11 plus 3. 92 people altogether, which means the middle person, if we halve this number, would be between the 46th and the 47th person. So we need to find where that person is. So is the 46th in here? No, because we've only got 14 people there. I'm going to keep a little running total, remember? If I add in the next 27 people, then we've seen 41 people altogether. So the 46th is not in there. If we add in the next 23 though, we are up to 64. So the 46th person and the 47th person must be in that vertical line. So they must have had 2. The median number is therefore 2. What was the mean number of siblings? So here I need to work out the total number of siblings first. So if 14 people had 0 siblings, then in total that is 0 siblings. 14 lots of 0 is 0. 27 people had 1 sibling. So 27 times 1 is 27 siblings. 23 people had 2 siblings. So in total, 23 times 2 is 46. 14 times 3 is 42. 11 times 4 is 44. And 3 times 5 is 15. So the total number of siblings is what I get when I add those up. Let's add those up. 27 plus 46 plus 42 plus 44 plus 15. 174 altogether. And we said there were 92 people altogether. So 174 divided by 92 gives 1.9 when we round it to 1 decimal place. 1.9 siblings. Okay, and I know you can't have 1.9 siblings, but we should still keep it as 1.9 because that 0.9 still tells us something. It tells us actually the number was close to 2, but not quite 2. So it doesn't matter that we can't have 1.9 siblings. We can have means that are still decimals. What was the range in the number of siblings? Okay, lots of people are always tempted to do the wrong thing here, either subtract the frequencies, to find the biggest frequency, 27, and subtract the smallest one, 3. What would that tell us though? That would tell us that 24 people, well, that would just tell us that there was a difference of 24 people between that number of siblings. It doesn't really tell us anything. Again, some people think you have to do it with these multiplied numbers, take away the lowest from the highest. It's not, it's just looking at what it's asking in the question. What was the range in the number of siblings? So what's the maximum number of siblings anyone had? Well, in this question, it's 5. What's the minimum number of siblings anyone had? 0 in this question. So the range in the number of siblings is 5 for this question. And the final one, we've got a table showing the number of rooms at a home that a group of students have. Sorry, the number of rooms at home that a group of students have. So first off, we're going to plot this on a graph, nice and easy. Vertical line chart's very easy to draw. So 4 rooms, 3 people had 4 rooms. 5 rooms, 4 people had 5 rooms. 2 people had 6 rooms. 7 people had 7 rooms. Doesn't have to be perfect. 6 people had 8 rooms. And 4 people had 9 rooms. Okay. How many students were asked? So we just need to add up the frequency here. We can either do it in the table or on the graph. I'm going to do it in the table. So 3 equals 7, 9, 16, 22, 26 people were asked. What was the modal number of rooms? So again, most common. What was the most common number of rooms? Which vertical line is the tallest? This one. 7 was the most common number of rooms. What was the range of rooms? So we're talking about the number of rooms. What was the maximum number of rooms? 9. And the minimum is 4 for this question. So the range is 5. And finally, the mean number of rooms. We need to do our timesing together to find the total number of rooms. Again, we've got a table here, so we could do it on the table or we could do it on the graph. I'll do it on the graph because we've been doing that so far. So if 3 people have 4 rooms, that's 12 rooms. 4 people have 5 rooms, so that's 20 rooms. 2 people have 6 rooms, so that's 12. 7 have 7, so that's 49. 6 have 8, so that's 48. And 4 people have 9 rooms, so that's 36. So, total number of rooms. Move this over here. 12 plus 20 plus 12 plus 49 plus 48 plus 36. 177 rooms. And I need to divide that by the number of people, which was 26. And that gives me 6.8 to 1 decimal place, which is enough accuracy. Which seems sensible as well. It's to the higher end of the middle, which is where a lot of the data is. So yeah, that sounds about right.